sacrifice, that we might join Him in heaven when our race here is run. This happened so I won't rely upon my strength, upon my unbelief. Jesus Christ instead, I serve a God who can raise the dead. He shook those gates, opened wide, brought us through to the other side. In 3 days' time, He rose again. I serve a God who can raise the dead. Thank you all so very much. It's wonderful to be back with you here at MerlFest. Last time we were here was 2016. Woo! Thank you. Oh, this next song I wrote with my friend Linda Dawson from over in Raleigh. And we wrote it about a friend of mine from Bristol, Virginia, Mr. Gene Boyd. He had the Star Barber Shop. And on Thursdays in the mornings, he would have jam sessions, and it wasn't uncommon for him to leave someone in the chair with their hair half shorn, and he'd grab his fiddle off the wall, and he'd join the jam session. You just had to wait. Everybody knew. That's how it went. And that's where I met him when I came down to East Tennessee State University to go to bluegrass school, and yeah, got to jam all over the Tri-Cities, and that was one of my favorite spots to go pick. But Mr. Gene taught so many young folks in the Tri-Cities area how to play and to love bluegrass music. So this is about him and passing the music down from one generation to the next. This is called the Barber's Fiddle. Gene's Barbershop, State Street, the Virginia side. I walked in hand with Pop, 5 years old and terrified. Mr. Gene smiled at me, helped me up into the chair. In the mirror I could see an open fiddle hanging there. Gray-haired barber caught my gaze, said that's a tale I'd like to tell of a young man who came in one day with a fiddle and a dream to sell. He tried to live out on the road, thought music was where he belonged. Well, it broke his heart and it broke his soul. Then he sang a different song. Did love how make a life on the fiddler's bed. He sat in this very chair, scared of what his folks would say. His coat was gone, his pockets bare. They warned him it would end this way. He returned and started anew. No money for a shave and trim. He asked what's in the new. Said it wasn't any use to him. Fiddle up high, fiddle down low. Fiddle mouse everywhere I go. I fiddle until the dying day. If I could make a laugh on the fiddler's bed. Mr. Gene swept the floor, spun around and said, "You're done." I begged him to tell me more. What happened to the wayward son? Turns out it was Mr. Gene hung his fiddle up that day, and now I'm living out his dream because he taught me how to play. I fiddle up high, I fiddle down low, I fiddle myself where I go. I fiddle until the dying day. If I could make a laugh on the fiddler's bed. Fiddle up high, fiddle down low, fiddle myself where I go. I logistics. And he's a 2001 MerlFest Mando champ, Mr. Wes Lee. Yeah, okay. Over here on the bass, direct from the bottling line at Jack Daniel's Distillery in his hometown of Lynchburg, Tennessee, Mr. Daniel the Hulk Harden. And on the guitar, I don't know what to say. What should I say?
I don't know.
Okay. He needs no introduction. Jacob Grootman! Well, I'll introduce you in a minute. Okay. We'll get to him, I promise. Okay, so he knows who he is, yes. So I've been working on a covers record, and these guys came in the studio back in January and cut a few tracks with me, and this is one of them. So I grew up playing music with my parents. I'm from Minnesota originally, and so our band was named Prairie Grass, which is a very good Minnesota bluegrass band name, very appropriate. But I recently have come to realize that my family's bluegrass band was basically a Dry Branch Fire Squad cover band. And that really shook me when I realized that. I don't know why, but it did. Anyway, this is a Dry Branch Fire Squad song that's always fascinated me. My favorite line is in the third verse about the church ladies. So listen for that. This is called Auction at the Home Place. We've heard everything in boxes, placed it on the porch outside the house whose heart was empty. Bad luck had stole our pride, and the mirror on the bureau reflected strange unloving hands that sorted through memories of life's hopes and plans. It took many years to gather the treasures that we own, and all the bits and pieces of what became our home. But hard times and troubles come by our house to stay. There was an option at the home place. They just hauled our lives away. The auctioneer stood on the wagon, and the crowd stood on the ground, and I stood next to Daddy as I scuffed my feet around, and we watched the grim reunion of folks we never met, and the sights and sounds of laughter I don't think I can forget. It took many years to gather the treasures that we own, and all the bits and pieces of what became our home. But hard times and troubles come by our house to stay. There was an auction at the home place. They just hauled our lives away. It all was over, and the crowd had moved along, and even the church ladies had sold their food and gone. Daddy piled us in the pickup and said we can't go home no more. We just headed for the city, broken down on the third floor. It took many years to gather the treasures that we own, and all the bits and pieces of what became our home. The hard Banjo Player of the Year, your 2023 IBMA Broadcaster of the Year. In 2024, he went into the Banjo Hall of Fame, and tonight he'll be on the radio, reaching a quarter of the globe on Sirius XM's satellite radio's Bluegrass Junction. It's Ned Luberecki!
Thank you, music lovers. Are we going to do that one we wrote? Oh boy, here we go. This is a tune that Becky and I wrote together. The way it happened, I have to warn you, if you're ever driving on a long-distance car ride with Becky, be careful. She will make you write a song with her, whether you want to or not. This is one we wrote when we were going through my home state of Maryland, up near my hometown of Baltimore. Anybody here from Baltimore? 3. All right. Anybody ever heard of it? Seen it on a map, maybe? Anyway, we were driving past, and Becky looked and she said, "Oh, Ned, aren't you glad to be back in Baltimore?" And then she went, "Oh, we have to write that, back in Baltimore."
Because I break for alliteration.
True. So we wrote this song about a guy who started his life out in the western part of the state in the Allegheny Mountains and, made his way to the big city to find his fame and fortune. And as so often happens in these kinds of stories, he wound up in prison. So, you know what they say? Write about what you know about. So this is one, for the record, I've never been to prison in Baltimore. This is called Back in Baltimore. Down from the Alleghenies and about up the mines, no work in the steel mills or hopping eastbound line. Couldn't have imagined all the light store back in Baltimore, back in Baltimore. Wound up at the harbor as the tide rolled in, watched the big ships drop their cargo and sail on out again. Trying to make my living as a stevedore back in Baltimore, back in Baltimore. The Patapsco, the Patuxent, and the mighty magazine surrender to the Chesapeake as she becomes the sea. Wish I'd had the courage to shove off from the shore back in Baltimore, back in Baltimore. My thirst for adventure led me beyond the docks. Tonight I'd find myself walking up and down the block, lured by the liquor to the hustlers and the whores back in Baltimore, back in Baltimore. Mama, I'm not guilty, I didn't harm those men. I know just who it was that sent me to the pen. If they ever let me out of here, I'll even up the score. Back in Baltimore, back in Baltimore. Down from the Alleghenies and about up the mines, should I have changed directions if I'd known what I'd find? Got 99 to wonder, one dark day before I'll be back in Baltimore, back in Baltimore. Back in Baltimore, I want to be back in Baltimore. still here enjoying music on the main stage. Tune in tonight for Derailed on Sirius XM's Bluegrass Junction, Channel 77. It's the extended jam edition tonight. Or catch it later with the Sirius XM app.
And if you've always been interested in writing songs but you never dared try, I'm offering a songwriting masterclass this coming Monday night. More information on my website. Have a few spots left if anybody's interested. And now, Jacob, I know why it felt so weird to introduce you there, because I meant to introduce you here.
I understand.
From Richmond, Virginia, and going home tomorrow to Nashville, Jacob Kripman.
How's it going, MerlFest? Happy to be back here. This is apparently called the traditional tent, so I thought maybe we'd do something sort of traditional. I don't know if the Osborne brothers are considered traditional bluegrass these days. Maybe so, maybe not, but either way, we're going to play this one. This is called The Lonesome Feeling. It's a lonesome feeling when you're traveling down a lonesome road, down a lonesome road. Nobody cares a thing about you. It's a heavy load, it's a heavy load. I fell in love in Cincinnati. Her love was true and she told me so. I gave her rings and all my money. Where she ran off to, I'll never know. It's a lonesome feeling when you're traveling down a lonesome road, down a lonesome road. Nobody cares a thing about you. It's a heavy load, it's a heavy load. Tell me, Wes. Kentucky with Mama dear and Daddy too, but Mama's gone and so is Daddy, and Kentucky's a long way from here. It's a lonesome feeling when you're traveling down a lonesome road, down a lonesome road. Nobody cares a thing about you. It's a heavy load, it's a heavy load. Nobody cares a thing about you. It's a heavy load, it's a heavy load. Nobody cares a thing about you. It's a heavy load, it's a heavy load. Thank you so much, friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, over here on the fiddle.